Hi guys, this is Pestily and welcome to another Escape from Tarkov video. Today, patch 16.5 has come out. Patch notes are out, so we're going to go through them. So without further ado, let's crack straight into it. Alright, so BSG tweeted earlier on today that the patch 16.5 will come out today, and it has begun. So we have now the patch notes, and we will be able to go through them right now. Now, there's not anything too crazy in these patch notes, but I'll do my best at explaining everything that's going on. So, rebalance the wind and rain volume. So, a large amount of this has come from the Tarkov community page. I will talk about that soon, but that's where this information's come from. Also, the surveys that BSG have been doing in the past, talking about would you like rain volumes up and down and left and right, and scav spawn rates and all that kind of stuff. So, some of the changes we have been seeing have been coming from the surveys, which is what we've been asking for, and also the Tarkov community page, which we'll discuss very shortly. So there, the rebalance of the wind and rain volumes, I imagine they'll be turned down a little bit. Reduce the volume of the first and third person looting sound. So primarily, or at least recently this wipe, that searching of like a bag and all the items inside it, you could hear someone searching from like 15 meters away. It was quite loud. So they've actually reduced that. And also you'll reduce the actual sound of you doing it too. So then that way, like, you can hear someone creeping up on you, because I believe it would have masked some of the creeping that's been happening in the past. Increase the volume radius of player movement. Reduce the reverb effect on locations. I'd be quite happy to reduce it drastically, but we'll have to wait and see how far that has gone. Equalize the volume of sounds with and without active headsets, and equalize the volume of all active headsets. I believe this means that they'll be like reducing the difference between having headsets on and off, so it's more balanced on like if you have one or not, how far you can and cannot hear. That's how I interpret this, but I'm terrified every time they do anything when it comes to audio and sound changes. So listen, just put a pin in it, wait and see once the actual patch goes live. Now, graphics. Improve the system of flashlight glare. Now, multiple flashlights on a weapon will not produce blinding glare at close ranges from the observer. There's been a few videos. I think Sheaf had one out on his Twitter where it was like he was like just running around with like 5 flashlights on his gun, and people were like running scared because they literally could not see. It's ever since they changed that volumetric lighting setting in the settings, so you could turn that off and it wouldn't affect you, but it would affect other people. So people will be blinded and you'd be perfectly fine. So I believe it's probably something to do with that. As for balancing, add a new case for the storing of keys in the stash, available for purchase at Therapist Loyalty level 1 and 2. All right, so this is Sergey Dominatovich, who I believe is the senior game designer at Battlestate Games. He posted this. I think you can guess what it is. The real question is how many slots should it have? We'll wait and see once it actually goes live. But I actually posted that could it please hold docs cases, SIG cases, key tools, and Gingy key tool, while they also hold keys in it. This would be insane time save and quality of life. So I don't take all my keys out of the docs case heaps. I literally have like a docs case for streets, a docs case for fucking like reserve, etc., etc. So I would rather this have slightly less slots, but be able to hold more containers that hold keys within it. But it'd still be nice if it held like, I don't know, say was a 10 by 10 or something. So when you actually do have a lot of loose keys, you can put them all in there for now. But once you start getting docs cases, you just chuck your docs cases in there, and it's one safe and secure place for that. Added new crafting recipes to the intelligence center in the hideout zone, which came from the Tarkov community page, and also removed the found in raid status for all ammunition. This is really good quality of life. So when you're stacking ammo from your stash or from your inventory to your stash, it's actually going to stack up properly instead of having separate stacks of like found in raid and not found in raid. They did the same thing to money. Big win right there. Next up, the regular scavs will now say a voice line before attacking an enemy at close range if they are within the player's limited line of sight. They used to do this where, you know, before they shot, they go, drop jump, or like, I don't know, they say other random shit. But effectively, you would actually have that very small like chance to actually do something about it before you got shot. Whereas recently, they just literally see you go bang, and you're just dead instantly. So this is just a little bit of an audio delay to give you a prompt that, hey, maybe you should stop doing what you're doing. There's a scav that snuck up on you silently, and you should have a little bit of time to actually save yourself. Now, as for the fixes, I'm not really going to go through them all, but the one thing I wish they would do moving forward in patch notes is a lot of the PvE stuff. There's a lot of PvE stuff dribbed and drabbed throughout all of this. I actually would prefer it if fixes were saying like PvE fixes, PvP fixes, because it kind of gets all over the shop and you don't know which one they're fixing or if they're all for both or whatnot. So just a lot of small fixes, nothing that really stands out to me. Probably the one thing is fix several sound occlusion issues on locations, which I really wish they'd just remove all occlusions. I'd rather just be able to hear through shit than have dead spots in sound. Anyway, moving forward. So a lot of this stuff has actually been come from the most recent community of Twitter posts being from BSG saying that, you know, welcome to the Community Digest. From now on, once a month, we will share the most interesting news about the Discovery, Tarkov, and Arena projects, as well as highlighted the key events of the past month. So effectively, they're going to put out this image where it shows you what they've done already in the last month and what they've got coming up. So coming up in the nearest update, which is right by my head, more crafting recipes for the Intelligence Center, remove found and raise status for ammo, special container for keys, ability to fill empty water bottles from the water collector in the hideout. This is pretty much what we're seeing in this patch, or at least we don't know about the water filling in the hideout. Then obviously what they've got planned coming up in the future, reduced of AI visibility radius, English voiceover for announcer in Arena, increased grenade throw time for AI, rework the test drive task line, ability to gradually turn in required items for hideout zones, and notification when a player starts a raid with a task item on their character. And then obviously the list of what they've done so far. This is all derived from this page, so Tarkov.community. You can sign in. It just makes you sign in through your Discord, and you can actually post on this, and you can also upvote other things. So a lot of this stuff has actually been coming from this place. I really wish this page existed like 5 to 7 years ago. But it really comes down from the interviews I've had with Nikita. There was two major things that we wanted from BSG. One, better communication from BSG, and two, better places for us, or a better way of flow of information from us to BSG. And this actual community, Tarkov community website is really good for it. And it's officially now backed by Escape from Tarkov. I'm pretty sure some of the emissaries and that put it together. The way it works effectively is you log in, you can add to stuff, add your own little thoughts and stuff, give it its tags, and then, you know, you can upvote other ones. So some of the ones that BSG have been, you know, submitted to BSG or BSG has responded, you can click that and it will say, you know, increase the scams at Old Gas. You know, and they've noted it, or BSG has actually said that they're going to do something about it. So this is a big W. So we can actually have BSG listen to some of the things that people have grievances about, and you can up and down vote, upvote and downvote, whatever you want from here. So add a container and stash for hideout and stash and hideout for keys. Bam, what do we got? New container coming in. So they finally might be listening. Maybe, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But at least that is a place that if you guys want to get involved in adding your thoughts, you can do it right there. All right, so I'm not going to waffle on any longer. I'm going to try and keep you guys up to date with this stuff as it comes out. But hopefully this is a really good move in the right direction for communication from BSG and communication from us to BSG. I've been traveling a lot over the last month. I have my speed run. There's going to be some videos coming out on my main channel from the speed run, some of the highlights and stuff. And then I'll be getting back into doing all the new stuff that you guys are regularly seen on this channel. So like and comment for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe if you haven't already, notification bell to keep up to date for the latest Tarkov content. And lastly guys, I'll see you next time.